Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel A to Z Automation in Java. So today we are going to discuss about different variables inside the Java. So the topic for today is what is a variable in Java. Okay, so inside Java basically there are three types of variables. Okay, so if we talk about variable, a variable is a container which holds the value while the Java program is executed. So we can say that a variable is a container. It's a type of container which holds the value while the program is executed, while the Java program is executed. A variable is also assigned with the data type as well. So whenever we are creating the variables in the previous class like integer and float, so we are giving the data type along with those. Okay, so a variable is assigned with the data type. Okay, so inside the Java there are three different types of variables in Java. There are three different types of variables in Java. Okay, so the first one is local variable. Second one is instance variable. And the third one is static variable. Okay, let's talk about the first one in the queue. The first one is the local variable. Okay, so if we talk about the local variable, we can say that this variable is created inside the method body. So a variable which is declared inside the method body is known as local variable, is called local variable. Okay, so local variables are declared inside the method body, and we can say that the use of this variable is only within that particular method, and the other methods which are inside the class are not aware of that variable's existence. So suppose if we are creating any particular variable inside method m1, so the existence of that variable is known to the members of the m1 method only. The other methods which are inside the class, suppose there are multiple methods like m2, m3, m4, so these methods don't know about the particular variable which is created inside the method m1. Okay, so you can say that this variable can be used only within that method in which it is created, and other methods inside the class are not aware of that variable's existence. Okay, so other methods are not aware whether that variable is created or not. That is only known to the members of that particular method in which it is created. Okay, and the one more point which we need to notice about this local variable is that a local variable cannot be defined with static keyword. We can't use the static keyword along with the local variables. Okay, so let's discuss about this local variable first. So a local variable is the variable which is declared inside the method body. So here if we go inside this Eclipse and let's create one class and name it as variables in Java. Variables in Java. Okay, suppose there are 2 to 3 different methods inside the class. Okay, this is the M1 method, now M2 and M3. Suppose there are 3 different methods, M1, M2, M3 inside the class, and we are creating one variable inside method M1. We had created one integer variable. The data type of this variable is integer, and this variable is declared inside the method body. So this is known as local variable. Okay, this is known as local variable. And the second point inside this is that you can say that this variable can be used only within that method in which it is created. So we can use this variable inside this method anywhere. Suppose if we want to display on the console, then we can call this variable directly inside this method. We are giving the reference name A as A for this variable, and we are calling this using A. And suppose if we try to call it in other methods, and the other methods inside the class are not aware of that variable's existence, and suppose if we try to call the same statement inside any other method, so they are not aware of this particular variable, the variable which we created inside method M1. Other methods inside the class, other methods, any method, this is the M2 method, and suppose if we go inside this method, any method, if we are trying to call that particular variable which is defined inside method M1, other methods are even not aware whether that variable is created or not. Okay, so this is known as local variable. And there is one more point. What is that particular point? A local variable cannot be defined with a static keyword. We can't define the local variable as static. It will display an error. Okay, so it is illegal modifier for the parameter A. This modifier cannot be used with this variable. Okay, so this is known as local variable. Now move on to our next topic. Next topic in the queue is instance variable. Okay, so if we talk about instance variable, then a variable declared inside the class but outside the method body. So we can say that a variable declared inside the class but outside the method body, it is called as instance variable. Is called an instance variable. Okay, so now what is the next property of this one? Instance variables are not declared as static. It is not declared as static. We don't declare the instance variable with the static keyword or static modifier. We don't use this static keyword along with the instance variables. And the third point is, it is called instance variable because why these variables are known as instance variables? As in the previous class we just discussed about the object. What is the other name of the object we are calling? We are calling object as the instance as well. Okay, so here we are talking about instance variables. So that instance variable is somehow related to that particular instance which we talked about in the previous class. So what is that instance? We are talking about the object of the class. So instance variable is related to the object of the class. Okay, so we can say that it is called an instance variable because its value is instance specific and it is not shared among different instances, and it is not shared among the instances. So what are the instances here? That instance is the object of the class. So the value of any instance variable is specific to any particular object of the class. And suppose if we are creating multiple objects, so the instance value of one object will not be shared with the second object which we are creating. All the values of the instance variables are specific to particular instance which we are creating. Okay, so let's discuss about that one in the example. So suppose this is the class. Okay, this is our class. So what is the first point we have just written here? A variable declared inside the class but outside the method body is called an instance variable. So a variable which is declared inside this class. Okay, this is the class. Variable declared inside the class but outside any method. There are multiple methods in the class, but that particular variable is declared outside the method body. So what we are doing, we are creating a variable inside the class but outside the method body, like this. So these variables are known as instance variables. And what is the second point? It is not declared as static. So we can't use the static keyword with these variables. We don't write in this sense. So this variable is not the instance variable as we are using the static keyword with this one. So in order to create the instance variable, we will not use the static keyword with any of that variable. So these variables which are declared inside the class but outside the method body are known as instance variable. Okay, so these are the instance variables. And the third point, what is that in the queue? It is called as instance variable because its value is specific to an instance and it is not shared among different instances. So what are the instances here? We are talking about the object of the class. Instance is also known as object of the class. So value of instance variable is specific to any object which we are creating and its value is not shared among the different instances. So suppose inside this class I am just deleting these two methods as of now. Okay, so now we can see this main method. So inside this main method, now what I am going to do, I am going to create the object of the class. And in order to create the object, what we have to do, we have to pass the class name. Now we have to give the reference name. And now after giving the equal sign, we need to use the new keyword along with the class name with circular brackets open and close. So this is the object of the class created, and what is the name of that object? REF. Reference name for that object is REF. So inside this, now what will be there, as we discussed in the previous class, that object of the class contains all the variables and methods. Inside the object of the class, all the variables and methods of that class are copied. So now if we want to display on the console any particular value of these instance variables, these are the instance variables which are also copied inside this object. So now if you want to display on the console any of that particular variable, then what we have to do, we have to use the reference name ref dot. Now just we write ref and dot, so it is displaying these two variables. These are the variables which are declared at the class level, and these two are the instance variables of the class, so we can call any of that. So here what I did, I just called that reference variable, and suppose if we call this class, if we execute this class, it will display that instance variable on the console, as we are using system.out.print statement. So here you can see that 20 is getting displayed. So what is the value of variable a? The value of reference variable a is 20. So it is getting displayed as 20 on the console. So suppose now what we are going to do, we are going to update the value of a. We are going to update the value of a using the object. So using ref object, we are calling this a variable, and now we are changing the value of a to 45. Okay, we just updated the value of a variable to 45. The previous value of a was 20, which we just displayed on the console. Okay, here the value of a is 20. So after the execution of this statement, what we are doing, we are updating the value of a as 45. Okay, now if we go and display on the console the value of ref dot a, so now it will display the updated value of a, because inside this reference a, inside the object, inside the instance ref, we updated the value of a to 45. Inside the reference ref, we updated the value of a as 45. So after this statement, from the next line, we will get the updated value of a. And what is the updated value of a? Updated value of a is 45. So in the first line, it will display 20, because the initial value of a was 20. And now in the next line, we updated the value of a to 45. So now if we display on console, it will display 45 on the console. Okay, here you can see that it is displaying 20 and 45. So now what is the point we need to prove here is that the value of the instance variable is instance specific only. It is not shared among different instances. The value of instance variable is not shared among different instances. So suppose if we create another object of the class or another instance of the class, I am just copying this line and pasting again. So I am creating another object of the class. So we can't use the same reference name, as Java don't allow us. So we have to change the name of this one. So I created another object of the class, and now the name of this object is ref1. So again we are copying all the variables and methods of the class inside this reference. This is the object which we have created. So inside this, all the variables and methods of the class are copied again. But what is the point here we need to discuss is that values of instance variables are not shared among different instances. So the point is that the value which we updated, the value of a, we updated as 45 inside ref reference variable. Inside this object, ref object, inside ref object, we updated the value of a as 45. So now if we call this a variable using ref1, ref1.a, suppose if we are calling ref1.a, so it will not pick the updated value. Okay, because we updated the value of a inside this object. But what is the point we are discussing here is that the value of instance variable is not shared among different instances. The updated value of that reference variable or the instance variable is not shared among different instances. Means the updated value of this a, which we updated to 45, is specific to only this instance. It will not shared among the different instances which we are creating. So what is the value of a here is that here we will get the fresh value of the a, And what is the fresh value of A? The class level value which we given in the initial. So what is the initial value of A? Initial value of A was 20. So now if we are calling A from the new reference or the new object we have created, so it will pick the fresh value, and the fresh value is 20. It will not pick the updated value which is updated in another object. It will pick the fresh value. So now if we execute the code, the first line will be displayed as 20, second 45, but now again we are calling from new object, so it will display the fresh value as 20. So you can now see that the value of the instance variable is instance specific. It is specific to instance. It is not shared among the different instances. If it is being shared among the different instances, then here as well it need to display the value as 45, but it is not displaying as 45, means the changes are not getting reflected to another object. Okay, so the changes are not getting reflected to another object. So all the instance variables are instance specific. The values or the changes which we are doing inside one instance are not shared among the another instance. Okay. So now the third point in the queue is static variable. Static variable. Okay. So if we talk about the static variable, a variable that is declared as static is called a static variable. So if we are using a static keyword with any variable, a variable that is declared as static is known as static variable. So now, as we already discussed inside the local variable, that local variables cannot be defined as static, so we can say that it cannot be a local. It cannot be a local. And now the main point here is that this variable is also declared at class level. A variable declared at class level, declared inside the class but outside the method body. Same as the instance variable, this is also declared inside the class but outside the method body, but along with a static keyword. Okay. Now another point is that we create you can create a single copy of this variable. Single copy of this variable. As in the previous variable, that is the instance, we are creating multiple copies. In the object 1 it is creating one copy, in object 2 it is creating another copy, and in object 3 it is creating another copy. That's why we are getting the fresh values of that one. But here inside the static variable, we create only a single copy of that variable, and that copy is shared among all the instances. So you can create a single copy of this variable and share among all the instances of the class. Okay, that single copy is shared among all the instances. One more point is there, memory allocation for static variable. Memory allocation for static variable happens only once. when the class is loaded. In the memory. That's why these are also known as class level variables. These are also known as class level variables. What we can say that here is that, suppose as in the previous example what we saw, that whenever we are creating any object of the class, what's happening, that all the variables and methods are getting copied inside this one. But what happens with the static variable is that, suppose this is the class, this is the outermost class, and this is the object. Okay, this is the object, and this is another. Suppose there are multiple objects in the class. Suppose this is the class, and this is the object 1 and object 2, and this is object 3. So what happens with the instance variables is that instance variable is copied inside all of these instances separately. Okay, that's why we are getting the fresh value every time whenever we are creating the object. We are getting the fresh value. But what happens with the static variable? There is only one single copy of that variable. Okay, there is one single copy of that variable which is at the class level only, and this variable is created at the type of loading of the class, so it is present inside the class level, and that single copy is shared among all the instances. That single copy is shared among all the instances. So what will happen there is that, suppose if this one first object, the object name of, suppose that this is the first one, reference name of this one is 1, this one is 2, and this one is 3. Suppose if first object call this b variable 1.b, and he updated the value of b as 23. So what will happen is that this b variable is at class level. So what will happen, the value of this b will get updated to 23. Now from 12 the value is updated to 23. Okay, so once the value is updated by any of the object, if any other object, now if after, suppose the object 1 updated the value of b to 23, now the object 2 is calling this one, it is trying to display on the console 2.b. So what will happen, it will again call that b variable which is at class level, but what is there, the value of b is updated now, it's not 12, it is not, as the value of b is not specific to any instance, it is specific to class level, and we already updated that value from 12 to 23 using the first object. So if any object now, if any of that object will call this b value, it will get the updated value, last updated value will be delivered to that object whichever is calling this variable. So here what will happen, 23 will get displayed. And suppose now if we are updating the value of b using this object, 2.b is equals to 45. So now what will happen is that this 23 will get removed and the value will get updated to 45 now. Now the updated value is 45. And now if any of the object, suppose if a1 is calling this one syso 1.b, so what will happen, it will get the updated value as 45. It will get displayed on the console. And suppose if third object is calling this value syso, third object 3.b, it will also get the updated value only, the last updated value, and the last updated value is 45. So we can say that static variable is not bound to any of the object, it is bounded with the class. So whenever we are doing any changes to that variable, it will directly get reflected into that variable which is present at the class level. Okay, so the changes will be visible in all the objects whichever are created inside the class. Okay, so now just go inside this program whichever we have created. So now here what we are going to do, we are going to create one static variable at the class level, and what we had discussed is that static variable, a variable declared inside the class but outside the method body, but along with static keyword. What we have to do now, we are going to again create another variable. Suppose we are giving b this time and the value is 23, but this variable will now be created with the static keyword. So now this variable is known as static variable. Okay, this variable is known as static variable. Okay, here you can see that the value of b is 23, and suppose inside this main method, okay, this is the main method, and what's happening here is that one object is created, and now we are calling that value ref dot b. Now if we call this b variable, what will happen? It will display 23 on the console. Okay, it will display 23 on the console. As you can see that the value of b is 23, and now what we'll do, we will update the value of b to 34. Now we updated the value of b, and what we will going to do now, we create another object now. And suppose after creating a new object, now we are calling ref1.b from here. So what will happen, one here now, as in the previous example in the instance, the changes of one object are not getting reflected to another, but this variable b is a static variable. So whenever we will update the value of b, it will get updated for all the instances which are present inside the class, all the instances. So if we are updating the value of b from first object or first instance, it doesn't matter, it will get updated for all the objects whichever are there inside the class. So we updated the value of b to 34. Now we are calling this b variable from another object, so it will pick the last updated value, and the last updated value is 34, not 23. So in the second row it will display 34 now. Okay, 34 will get displayed. And suppose now we updated the value of ref dot b, any of the object you can use. Now we are using ref dot b to 45. Now we updated the value to 45, and now what we are going to do, we are going to create another object, object 3. We are going to create third object. From this third object we are going to call this b value. So now what will happen, it will pick the last updated value. It doesn't matter from where it is updated, from which object we updated the value, it will pick the last updated value, and the last updated value is 45. So firstly it will display on the console 23, and after that we updated the value of b to 34. So from second object we are calling b, so it will display the last updated value 34, and again we are updating the value from first object. We are updating the value from first object here to 45, but it doesn't matter, that value will get reflected for all the objects there. So here in the third line as well, it will display the last updated value, and the last updated value is 45. Okay, so we will get 23, 34 and 45 on the console. Okay, as you can see here as well, it is displaying 23, 34 and 45 on the console. So that static variable is basically a class level variable. It is bound to a class. It is the memory is allocated to the static variable only once, at which time, once the class is loaded inside the memory. At that time only the memory is allocated to that one, and the static variable is not bounded to any particular object of the class. It is bounded to a class. Okay, so if we do any changes inside any object, it will get reflected into all the objects whichever are present inside the class. Okay, so that's it as of now for the variables. Thank you everyone, and please do share, subscribe and like the channel. Thank you.